All right, I'm going to get started by swapping out. This is a 2 5/16 I got on the front of this. And I got my flip over ball rapid hitch. And this lift is a 2-inch. So I'm going to swap this over. And I'm going to use the lift you saw in a previous video, any chance to use it. But I also got another little project I want to do. Recently behind Dawson's building back there, we took down two scraggly trees. They were like, branches fall when you start cutting it. They're pretty rotten. And I used a ladder to set up to get a cable and a hook up in there. And it was pretty sketchy trying to get up in the branches, and you know, you're up pretty high. So if I have the lift, I want to use it. The second thing is I've got it's a security light, but it's just basically over the wood over here, because I like to cut wood either early morning or in the evening hours. And here we got fall coming, so it gets dark early, and I like to cut 6, 7, 8 o'clock, whatever, and at night, and I want to see. Well, anyways, there's a big branch hanging over that. I set a 24-foot ladder, and I can't quite reach it, so I'm going to use a lift over there and just cut that off. It's a nice ash tree. I don't want to, I didn't want to cut it, but it's interfering with the light, and the light's staying on in the daylight now. Let's get hooked up to this lift and get her over there and get her set up. Let's see if I'm talented enough to get that hooked up without a helper. Because it's on the front of the bucket, you got to raise and tilt. Sometimes it's easy. I haven't tried it on the lift yet to see how I guess I have once, but I think Dawson helped me. Yeah, I did once out front. And it might be in. Let's see what we got. Because the difference on this is this will get hooked right here. That's in, I think. And just crank her down. I'm going to also get the car and the truck out of the way. Maybe I'll pull the trailers out of the way, just in case something happens that goes wrong cutting that tree and goes the opposite direction, and we'll do the least amount of damage. But I'm not going to hire that done. It should be simple. I usually think the process out and I do the right thing. Alright, so yeah, that's hooked up. That wasn't too bad. I tried to get it pretty much in the right spot and have the downriggers clear our wood pile. It's got about a 40, at least a 40-foot reach on it. I think we'll be alright if I probably get it up 8 feet from our pile anyway, maybe 12, so our rigger's clear. Check that out. After a little bit of maneuvering, I think this angle is going to be a lot better, because they swing out from the front. I just got to get used to that. That should be fine. Alright, we'll get started. I got out the Ryobi electric chainsaw, or battery operated. I got an extra battery. I'm not going to get the gas out for that. And then let me get this set up. I'll put it on time lapse. I almost have it. The unit is level. The tires are off the ground, but the axle sensors are not tripping. So that means I can't start it yet. So I'm going to just check the switches underneath. All right, the switches on the axle get sticky. There's a safety switch. It tells you whether the wheels are on the ground or not. And when it gets elevated, the switch triggers. And then the level bubble on the back, if it's exactly in the center, you turn the key on and all the safety lights light. Well, the two axle sensors did not light, so I jiggled each wheel and boop, that's it. So let me get my coffee and we'll get up there. I got that little electric chainsaw. We're only going to be up 20 feet, 20 something, and let's see how this thing works. Let's see here. light that I put up, I didn't want to cut any branches. But as it bloomed and grew a little bit, it covered up the light. So you can see it up there. It did turn off just a little bit ago, but that lights up my work area. So when I get home from work, 4 or 5, 6 o'clock in the fall, I can see what I'm doing, and I can, you know, finish cutting wood when it's cool out. So that worked pretty well. Like I said, the only problem I've noticed with this lift is probably from sitting. You know, when it sits on a solid axle there, you gotta like jounce, the sensors so that they know they're in the level position. Hey, we got Tiger out here. How you doing, Tig? Come here, Tiger. He's a little skittish. The squirrels out here too, they like to play. I think Dawson's still sleeping. The sun's up. It's not totally on the ground here yet, but it's a nice time to get working. I tested the lift out. It works great. So I'm gonna hook this back up, take it out back, and start on that cherry tree. So yeah, I like playing with this lift. It's definitely a lot safer than setting a ladder because you're cutting branches over your head. I have a 32-foot ladder. It's hard to manhandle, but when you lean it against a tree, the top of the ladder wants to walk left or right. And so I'm not real comfortable reaching. You got to have both hands normally on the chainsaw. And so that's a safe way to do it. And so what do you think, Tig? You want to come over and play? Tig, look. You want breakfast? You want a Scooby snack? Where's your brother? But anyways, guys, keep following along. We're gonna go do another cherry tree, and we're gonna pull that over with a tractor and get it in the right direction. And this ash tree is taller yet. Look at this thing. It goes up and up and up. That's probably almost 100 foot. Up here in the woods, you know, the trees grow pretty tall. Out in the open, they don't have to fight for sunlight. But hey, Tig, you want to ride before I go and take that down? You want to go up for a ride? See you later, guys.